Here I'm out here at the Trust Field, or some people say Truist, chilling in another city, looking pretty like Diddy. Pause. Pause. I'm just messing. But I hope everybody's doing well, guys. By now, if you guys have been following me for a significant amount of time, it's a lot you've learned over the years. It's a lot you've seen over the years. And you practically watched me turn into an old guy. Or get older, right? Most people don't know how old I am, but one of the main reasons why I'm up here tonight is to let you know, a lot of people be having questions, but they watch one video and not realizing that there's a litany of things you can learn from. Just go through the catalog. It's lots of videos over the years, testing in the booth, dealing with the QCs, conditions on the job. I mean, you name it. It's on the catalog. Just go through it. And if you like the information, if you feel like it's something that you could vibe with, that you can learn from, because it's like over 200 videos on the channel. So I know it's because, you know, at the end of the day, it's not about me just making a video. It's about me sharing real life situations with you. And that's what it is. It's real life situations that happens in the field. And a lot of times that's what I'm showing. I'm not necessarily always showing a certain technique, but I am showing what you're going to experience in the field. And to me, that's what counts the most, because if you are in your respective schools learning how to weld, you're going to learn how to weld. I mean, just remember the first time you learned how to ride a bike, right? I mean, you didn't think you can do it. At least I didn't think I can do it way back in the 90s, like in 91 or whatnot. I didn't think I can do it, but hey, look, at the end of the day, I learned how to do it. I overcame that and realized, hey, once I got it, it wasn't that hard. But for the most part, what I needed to know was, hey, some of the stumbles I was going to come into. Like, for an example, like I fell and broke my wrist. I'm just giving you an example of how things are going to be when you leave your welding school, when you leave the trade school, that the videos that I made on the channel, it will help you. It's over 200 videos, over 200 videos. A lot of times, I don't promote. I'm not that guy who's trying to look to make $1 million off YouTube. That's just not me. I'm really and genuinely here for the people. Why? Because I know as human beings on the planet Earth, it's our duty to make a contribution. What contribution are you going to make? What impact are you going to have on another human being? If you became an expert at something, my advice is to, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, each one teach one. Share your knowledge, and that's what I've did, and that's my whole idea. Philanthropy is a very good endeavor, especially when you have the means to help other people. So I did it in the form of information. Not only that, I invented like 12 different things. Some people might say, what? Yeah. Just stay tuned. A lot of it is evolving and revolving around welding. So a lot of things that can help people out. But I just wanted to touch bases with you guys, the YouTube family. A lot of times I don't post. Why? Man, it's rough. Yeah, you can put out some garbage, but for the most part, when it comes to making these videos, you want to at least put out a type of quality somebody can understand to a certain extent and learn something from. I'm always working. This is 2025, and I've been to like 7 different jobs, 7 different projects. So at the end of the day, time is a factor. That's one of the hottest commodities, and one of the things a lot of us struggle with. We all go through a lot of things. Some of us lost marriages, relationships, And the list goes on. And because it's a lack of time, you don't have much time. Time is very precious. And whenever you set out to earn an income, live a certain type of lifestyle for your family or your future family, you always got to consider that it's going to take time. And it's one of the most important things that we have to realize. And not to get off on a spiel about that, but tune in. Chris Tanner. Like, share, subscribe. Remember, each one teach one. Remember, each one teach one. Even if you don't really have nothing to contribute, sharing the video, that's your contribution. If you didn't share that video, maybe that person who needed that video wouldn't have gotten that video. But because you shared it, that was your contribution to society, to the perpetuation of life and good things going on, and people who set out to actually be something and do something with themselves, especially in this construction field where there's a dying breed. There's a dying breed of fitters. When I first started, there was a dying breed of welders, and now there's a decent amount of welders out there. Not saying that it's all packed and jammed and there's no room for nobody else, but what's going on now is the fitters. The fitters. We need fitters. Fitters. Let's say it with me. Say fitters. I'm talking about real fitters. I'm not talking about fighters. Fitters. We can go into a long topic about actual fitters. You know what I mean? But that's a dying breed. And it's a skill that can be learned. But keep in mind, although the money is great, everybody is very excited. Well, the ones that's interested and the ones that's actually in the field to learn the art of fitting, that craft. It's easy to say I'm a fitter, and a lot of times you're not really held accountable to the standard that you should be held accountable at. And what I mean is that as a welder, if I go on a job and say that I'm a welder, what's going to happen? They're going to give me a weld test, right? If I don't pass that weld test, what happens? I don't have a job. But you can go on a job as a fitter. There's no test most of the time, a lot of the time. You just go on a job, you work. Some people whoever out there have that gift of gab, they can talk their way out, talk their way in. They stay on the job for a long time and never really even learn how to be a fitter. They just learned the basics. They're really a helper. Okay? So fitting is a dying breed. Learn how to fit. That's another thing. But for the most part, I'm up here to say, hey guys, I'm still around. I know I don't post as much as I would like. It's because the craft, this is shutdown season, a lot of stuff going on, but I am going to touch bases as often as I can. So mygoldenarm.com, guys, support the brand. A lot of people see me, and when they see me, they say, Golden Arm. I'm like, okay. Do you know the slogan? It's because you're good at what you do. That's the slogan. Golden Arm because you're good at what you do. It's not myself calling myself Golden Arm. It's me acknowledging that I am a golden arm. We know gold is very valuable, right? Hint, hint. So therefore, if you're a golden arm, it's because you're good at what you do. And it's all about how you feel about yourself at the end of the day. It's not a real evaluation. If you get on a job and you that guy, or if you get on a job and you handling your business, you doing a job, you getting through, you making it, QC ain't really calling on you for mess ups, or you know you laid that well down real pretty and you making that money, you a golden arm. And it just doesn't stop there. Anybody who do something and they're good at it, they're valuable. They're valuable to the industry that they're in. So you're considered a golden arm. We can't do nothing without our arms, correct? There you go. You're a golden arm because you're good at what you do. mygoldenarm.com. Guys, I'll see you guys in the field. I'm going to go hang out a little bit longer. The shutdown is getting ready to start this week coming up. So, hey, It ain't always about work. Sometimes you got to look pretty and put on some diamonds. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all around.